A320 Normal Law. Normal law is indicated to the pilots by the double green symbols on the PFD. In normal law, regardless of the pilot's input, the computers will prevent excessive maneuvers and exceedances to keep the aircraft within a safe flight envelope. Flight control normal law covers control in 3 axes: pitch, roll, yaw. Flight envelope protection. Alleviation of maneuver loads. Ground mode. Ground mode is a direct relationship between side stick deflection and elevator deflection without auto trim. Ground mode automatically sets the trimmable horizontal stabilizer at 0 degrees inside the green band. A manually adjusted THS setting for takeoff CG has priority. When the aircraft reaches 75 knots during the takeoff roll, the system reduces the maximum up elevator deflection from 30 degrees to 20 degrees. Ground mode blends into flight mode during the first 5 seconds after liftoff. Flight mode. In normal law, the side stick sets the elevator and THS to maintain a load factor proportional to stick deflection and is independent of speed. With the side stick at neutral and wings level, the system maintains 1 G in pitch, and there is no need for the pilot to trim if he changes speed or configuration. Pitch trim is automatic. In normal turns with up to 33 degrees of bank, the pilot does not have to make any pitch corrections once the turn is established, nor does he have to introduce yaw. Automatic pitch trim freezes in the following situations. The pilot enters a manual trim order via the THS. The radio height is below 50 feet, 100 feet with autopilot engaged. The load factor goes below 0.5 G or above 1.25 G. When angle of attack protection is active, the THS setting is limited. Neither the pilot nor the system can apply additional nose-up trim. When high speed or high Mach protection is active, when the aircraft exceeds 33 degrees of bank, control with autopilot engaged. The ELACs and SECs limit what the autopilot can order. With the autopilot engaged, the side stick has a restraining force keeping it in the neutral position. If the pilot overcomes this force, the autopilot is disconnected. The pilot can also disconnect the autopilot by pushing on the rudder pedal 10 degrees out of trim, or by moving the pitch trim wheel beyond a certain threshold. All protections of normal law remain active except pitch attitude protection. Flare mode. Flare mode is essentially a direct stick-to-elevator relationship. Flight mode changes to flare mode as the aircraft descends below 50 feet radio altitude to land. The THS is frozen. The system memorizes the aircraft's attitude and it becomes the initial reference for pitch attitude control. As the aircraft descends through 30 feet, the system begins to reduce the pitch attitude to -2 degrees nose down over a period of 8 seconds. Consequently, to flare the aircraft, a gentle nose-up action is required. Flare mode transitions to ground mode over the next 5 seconds.